Good morning, everyone. Strifcal, playing some more Pokémon Reborn, and we are picking up right where we left off, chasing the Team Meteor leader, maybe? Lynn? Apparently, I might have just been able to walk by this fight. Interesting. Specifically holding off here on using or on mega evolving because we lose speed, and also because Noctowl does tend to have, I want to say Moonlight, but I feel like that's wrong. Tends to have a fairy move. There we go. Speed boost, Skarmory? Yeah. We'll Flare Blitz that as well. Sturdy. Yeah, that's enough to finish it off. Brave Bird into a fighting type, but it finishes itself off too. We're gonna have to do a blind switch in here. I think we switch. Let's choose Tassara here. They've had a lot of flying types here, so I figured ice would be a good switch in, and also just having a fast priority attacker is good. Toss a couple revives and ultra potions down. I need to refill on Moo Moo Milks here at some point. Can we interrupt this? No? No. Okay. I think we have to go this way. Is this? That just changed the music. I don't think we were supposed to go off of the path yet. There. Is this? Oh, we go back down the waterfall, maybe? Do we have to dive too? But yeah, looks like we do have to. I assume that's going under a bridge there, from the looks of it. Pretty sure this isn't the right way, but that's okay. Because the not going the right way is sometimes how you get hidden items. There we go. Pincerite. So we now have access to both Heracross and Pinsir Mega Evolutions if we would like. We just, in general, at this point, have a lot of Mega Evolutions, which is pretty exciting. And I've been trying to keep at least one Mega in the party when I can, because it feels like a good, if you can have one Z Crystal and one Mega Pokemon, it feels like a good option, and we have enough options that it's doable. I will also say we're going to have more shortly. One of the big things that I'm going to be looking at here in a moment. Oh, I see. So the gaggle above has already broken apart, and the power source we sought was never here to begin with. All this time, they were looking for something that that never could have been found, and they destroyed themselves over it. Hey, don't you think it's funny? Don't you think it's funny how easily people break? How everyone in this world wears a stone face. Underneath, they swear they're solid gold, hearts of crystal, souls of steel, but no matter their face, everyone has nothing. You take something away, their home, their love, their breath, and they just fall to pieces. We are all made of nothing. And surely it would take an act of God to create something from nothing. Life is unfair like that. What just happened? Did we just, let her go for no good reason? I'm slightly confused. Okay, well, I guess we figure out what comes next. I'm not seeing any sign of Lynn, obviously. Yep, I was right. Some sort of bridge or something. Can we maybe do can we fly to this location yet? Can. We'll see if we're supposed to do that or if we just broke something. Yeah, Team Meteor's gone, so hopefully that's a good sign. But I don't see our people either. There they are. Now, you can't possibly leave until the show is rightfully over. I'm afraid we'll have to ask you to leave your whatever that is at the front desk. The world stage does not belong to you alone. It is full of characters who think only of themselves. A world like this cannot exist any other way. Hope you don't intend to take the moral high ground after everything you've done. Morals are only lies we choose to believe in for our own comfort. Such fictions have no bearing on the world. All that matters is control. Who could make the other man bow? Who can make the other one kneel? Who can make the other disappear? And who can bring them back? Ooh. What is lost can yet be found, and what is found can be extorted. What's extorted is forgiven, what's forgiven is your place. Oh. Who can make the other man bow? Who makes demands with their cheek on the ground? You may kiss the dirt and nothing more. It's all you ever had. Damn it! Again? Another black hole? That Gardevoir, it's just like with Kane. Listen here. Crush her head in. Find her in our crush her entire... Ugh. Why did it listen to her? Why couldn't I do anything again? Did I do something wrong asking her to help stop Lynn? If I were stronger. Shut up. I should have been there with her. I should have... Forget it. I'll go pity myself elsewhere. Move it. Why does this keep happening? That's a good question. First Kane and now this. I froze up. Why couldn't I do anything? It's my fault. I saw Lynn trying to leave and I was worrying about what to do when Ciel approached me. Should I have done it alone? Should I have just let her go? I don't... No way. Then she'd just have gotten you instead. I'm not saying anyone's more valuable than anyone else. At the least, it'll do more harm than good if you don't let up on yourself. Ain't no one you can blame for not taking on something you can't handle. So chin up, Shellbell. Best way to honor those that ain't with us is to not let that loss stop us from doing what we gotta. The others have rounded up a bunch of meteor goons and they're taking them into the city to lock them down. They've got their Pokemon helping, but I can't imagine they couldn't use another set of hands. Why don't you roll out with them? Oh, okay. My sis is with them. She may not be good for much more than sharp woods most of the time, but the two of them seem to be hitting it off earlier. Her helping Shellbell with the whole black backbone thing. I think she'll be good for her. Well, one way or another, that just about takes care of media for here. It's good to be home. I'm gonna hit the townsfolk up and tell them that it's safe now. After that, you already know what I'm gonna ask, right? Been looking forward to a battle with you ever since I saw you fight Aya. It's gonna feel great to use my gym again. Can we roll back up to Calcinon and find a way? Then we can roll back up to Calcinon and find a way to save Aya. Sound good to you? I'll be waiting, mate. Okay. You were one of the folks helping fight. Thank you for protecting our home. Stupid thing. Oh, I didn't hear anyone come in. I'm just a little frustrated with this old piece of trash. Where are my manners? My name's Serena. I'm property manager here in Agate City. I know what you did for the city, and I appreciate that. Seriously, I have no intentions to sleep again for the next 7 years. And at the rate I'm going, that's not an exaggeration. Do you care? Yes. Kind of you. Let me explain. I'm kind of new to the job. Took over the last property manager, had an accident before the renovation. I've been checking over the records and such mind-numbing, for whatever reason. This address alone is missing from all of its documentation. There's no indication whatsoever as to who the owner is, when it was sold, or what its standing is, so I came here to check it out. And as you can see, lived in would be a generous summary of its condition. I don't think anyone stayed here for years. I saw this little piece of trash and I figured I could figure out who the place belonged to if I poked around. That was my first mistake. This thing needs a password. Looks like 6 digits. I'd say I don't have a clue what that is, or what it is, but that's not quite true. The one clue I have is this: a Team Meteor logo on the bottom of the screen. I've already combed through combed this place and there's nothing to tell me what that is. For better or worse, I'm not too willing to get mixed up with Team Meteor and find out more either. I'm thinking that's where you come in. I see you've got one of Meteor's ID cards. I won't ask questions because I know you're on the right side. But if you think you can get anywhere that card could get you into, maybe there'll be a hint as to who owns this heap. I've tried brute forcing the password, but that takes forever. More interesting than the rest of my paperwork, though. I'll be around. Swing by if you find it. Cool. Oh? Oh, I must have fallen asleep. I was supposed to go on a hike to Route 4 to meet my friend. It's been how long? Guess I totally stood him up. No sense sitting around. I'll just go myself anyway. Thanks for waking me up. Maybe I'll see you around. Okay. Nice to finally be able to walk in my home city again. Circus smelled bad anyway. I hear this is a very old city, but after it was found completely empty, they cleared away all the old growth and rebuilt it. They did a fabulous job, in my opinion, but what happened to the old residents? Interesting. If you'd like to get an entry in the residence, tenant will have to show you in. That's fair. Trying to organize these books. Ice cream vending machine. Interesting. We don't need that, I don't believe, though. Just kind of gonna do some walking around here. My legs are so cramped up, I can't dare to sit at home and watch it now. That's probably fair. Nothing quite as stressful as sleeping away half my youth and then going through a life-threatening event immediately afterwards. Time to ease the troubles in a preferred method of our corporate overlords. Okay, so hear me out. 24 hours and we only sleep for 8, right? Does that mean I can stay up for double the amount of time I was asleep for? We're gonna party so much. It's good to be home. So far behind on my coursework after being out for so long. You really think my professor is gonna believe me if he says if I say I was asleep the whole time? You want to know something? Down in the basement, there's this really strange room. You know what else? It's really spooky. One day, my friend dared me to stay the night in there, but I got too scared and had to leave. It's that scary and weird. You want to see it? I'll leave the door open. Follow me. Okay. I genuinely don't know what we're doing. Okay. See, isn't it creepy? Too creepy. I'm gonna go back up to my room. Bye. Take a quick peek around, I guess. Oh, that's what this is. Okay. So this has a pattern on the floor. I only know this because the guide I've been using mentioned it earlier in the run, and it looks really familiar. So I do have this written down somewhere already, but this is where there's a secret that we're going to come back to. Cool. Now I know where that is, and I don't have to feel bad just putting the code in. We're not going to the gym yet. As I said during the last video, our next goal here isn't actually going to just be... oh, you used to hang out with one of my cousins in the Aqua Gang. I assume you like water types, right? I'm looking for an Orangaroo. I'm willing to trade an Oshawott for one. What do you say? Yes. I don't have an Oshawott one. We will do that very quickly, though. That's a good deal. So yeah, as I was saying, we're going to be doing a lot of side quests coming up here. And the reason for that is, I mean, pretty straightforward. We're getting to a point where we've got access to a lot of stuff. And I wanted to kind of clean up my backlog before we move forward. After we fight this next gym battle, we're getting into, like, the last chapter of the core game, I think. So yeah, we've got 2 badges left is all. Rock and Dragon. This is Rock. And the story stuff, about that much worth of story stuff, plus a little extra at the end, I think. So we're going to trade a Orangaroo or Oshawott. That's going to be one of the very few starters that we're still missing. Good day. I see you have a Pokedex. My name's B. I've been trying to collect data on all the Pokemon in Reborn. Could you help me out? I'll make it worth your while. For every 100 new Pokemon you bring me, I'll give you a reward. Sounds awesome, right? I've gotten plenty of stuff from searching around for Pokemon myself. Just talk to me when you've caught more than 100 Pokemon. So this is one of the reasons we're doing some backtracking. We should be able to fill our non-legendary Pokedex at this point, I believe. So 100. We get a Galadite. 200. There's our Froakie. TM13, Ice Beam. Awesome. Caesarite. Another Mega for us. And an Electrium Z Crystal. Now, I'm pretty sure we're not quite to 600 yet. Yeah, because it's based on owned, I think, not seen. Yeah. So finishing this out is going to be one of the side quests that I'm going to be working on. And as I said last time, my goal is, in the past, I've been very like, I'm going to do a whole video and we're just going to do it start to finish. I'm going to try and do kind of a, like, something a little bit more cultivated, more like a little montage of little clips, catching, like where I'm catching all the new stuff, and the areas that I'm backtracking to, because we do have some areas where, you know, it's a lot of backtracking, like halfway across the world for one item kind of things. I don't feel like it's worth a video individually. And yeah, among those things that we're doing is, like, as I said, we just got Oshawott and Froakie, which is 2 of the starters that we were missing. We were missing 3, if you recall from earlier, which means that now we have 1 more to get, and that will be Snivy, and it is actually catchable in the field in this next area. Like, just like literally up this hill, I'm pretty sure. So that will be one of the things that we're going to take a look at. We're going to be, there's like 10 different places that you can rock climb. I think, though, we have more that we can do right now. You know what? I'm going to go see about that Snivy right now. That feels like a good thing since it's a new area. Let's explore this new area a little bit. We're going to pull this Oshawott out. These are our new Pokemon that we are still getting trained up. Or the new ones that we haven't introduced yet. Was intending to do a full introduction video, but then I decided I wanted to use Ice Pickle during the fight, so we'll get to the rest later. Not too much later. Basically, I just want to pull anything that's level 90 quick so that we can make sure that we're still getting XP as we're going through. Sure. That's a pretty good variety. So as I said, one of the areas that we now have access to is this northeast Agate area. Which is kind of like up the waterfall here. I guess we'll see if this is actually the area it was talking about or not. I believe it is, because it said upper route 4. Okay, so from this area, we should be able to find a couple Pokemon that are new to us. As well as one more, possibly one more. Oh, ground memory. That's actually good too. So I don't think this is where we need to be looking. But we'll try it, because I'm not sure. Actually, who'd be good for... Let's switch not Branton. Magnetic Lure. Means that we'll only get encounters with Pokemon we haven't run into before. And there's one of the ones we're looking for. Azumarill. That's slightly problematic, but not particularly problematic given the, it looks like this might not be a, is it Pure Power? Azumarill? And it is, even though it's super effective, it's also hitting basically a brick wall with our Umbreon, not Brant. This was this name was suggested by somebody from one of my D&D games where I'm playing a character named Brant. So for some reason, they decided to name one of my Pokemon not Brant. I don't fully understand this, but it's also not a big problem. I don't need to understand it, pretty much. So I'm wondering if this is where we're supposed to be looking. It said river area. This is promising, at least. This is noxious Pokemon to try and catch. And it hit a lot harder than I was anticipating. Let's switch Dynamite in, I guess. That should be... Seriously? I guess we don't really have a good option there. Let's Dusk Ball here. See if that works. There we go. It's night. I figured it might work. However, the fact that that was a new Pokemon is actually promising, because I'm pretty sure that that was in this same area. Maybe not, though. Because Zebstrika is not what we're looking for. Not Snivy. Is this the same area we were at before? It is. Okay. That's why it didn't. That's why the Pokemon on it didn't seem familiar to me. Because it was on one of my earlier lists. Okay. So maybe they're still in this area? That's a Meryl, okay. Might as well. Just to get the line finished up. We'll still have to breed a Bebe, but that means we won't have to do any evolution work, which I'm not going to complain about. Nope. It's another Zebstrika. Well. I mean, the Azumarill was right, so theoretically we're in the right place. Just need to figure out where the path to follow is beyond this. Mostly. Maybe there's another area to the side here that we couldn't access before. Nope. And I also think there's a good possibility that just this way. Nope, we've already fought that guy. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some of this was already accessible, and it's not what I was looking for. Ah. Okay. So there is something new here. And I think that guy is where it is. You're the one who woke me up before. So we meet out here as well. What do you say to a battle, friend? Sure. Let's see how bad this is. Golem. That's fair. I feel like he should be able to take a little bit more than that, but oh well. Part of the reason I was doing that was just to break sturdy as well. Forestry strength and Giga Drain against a hiker is probably pretty good. Altaria. Moonblast or Icy Song? Icy Wind, rather. So this is actually a really good setup for me here, because it's going to keep using, it's probably going to use Roost again, but I'm going to get faster than it eventually. Like, yes, it has Tailwind. Actually, as soon as its Tailwind runs out, I immediately go Roost. But just pressing its speed down low enough will probably also do the job. We could also just switch to Moonblast and probably hit harder. Which is probably what I should have just done. Something, playing with my food. We'll go by Courier, Sparkling Aria. Should one-shot. Throw. Moonblast again. Never mind. Critical Stone Edge is apparently the name of the game here. Yeah, we'll just have Dynamite finish this off, I guess. We've got a Brave Bird that should one-shot this. Whoa. Okay, Throw is tougher than I remember. We'll take him with us, I guess. Oh, he still has one left. I was not paying attention there. Well, what has he got left? Let's grab Tessara as Momo. Okay. Yeah, let's just Ice Punch. Citrus Berry, Drain Punch. Drain Punch against me is nasty. Yep. That's real unfortunate. Okay. I always think of Komodo as Steel Dragon, and I very frequently forget that it is. Ugh, that's not good. I always forget that it's fighting. Pineapple power! I think I'll let my Pokemon out to rest. You're something fierce, you know that? Yeah, it was a really close match. I'm terrified right now because we have one Pokemon left. I'm going to heal one Pokemon. I think. I don't want to go too crazy here. Actually, yeah, let's go Mark and the Bagel. That's a pretty good mix of coverage. My Pokemon are all very friendly. Feel free to say hi. In fact, here, give them a bite. I bet they'll like you more. My throw's gotten a lot stronger. Throws changed their, I know that Throw changed their belts as they rank up, but he hasn't had much of an opportunity to do so. If you find a spare belt, you'd be willing to donate. Oh, you have a black belt. Will you let my Throw have it? Sure. Throw, did you hear that? See, he loves it. Thanks so much. Here's a little thanks. This plate? Okay. Fulham is very excited. That was an unlikely series of events. My goodness, what happened to you all? Everyone's gotten like this. I guess it's about time to pack up and head back. Sorry for the disturbance. So this is a new path, I believe. Maybe this is the area that we were supposed to be looking for. It is. There's our Snivy. I think I said Snivy earlier. I feel slightly bad for that. It's a bad enough rep as it is, being one of the worst starters. Yeah, I said it. Prove me wrong. Septolite. Big Nugget. And a blue shark. So with that, we now have access to all of the starters. We've got a good chunk of Pokemon available to us for filling up the decks. I believe we should be able to fill most of the decks at this point. I'm not going to be able to 100%, but I think we should be able to get at least one more step. And like I said earlier, we're going to also just be able to do a few random things where there's like I missed a bunch of items in the scrapyard. So it's going to be stuff like that, where I'm just going to go through, catch like a couple random Pokemon, pick up a bunch of random items on the ground. And the desert is another one that I just literally, there's tons of items there and I just never got them all. And there's some good stuff like, you know, a life orb floating around that I missed. So yeah. we'll be putting that out as a either as one bonus video or as a couple videos in a single day, depending on how that ends up working out. So hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.